Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to learn about frequency adverbs and how they're used with the present simple tense. Now, we're going to listen to a mini dialogue, but first, let's consider what frequency adverbs are. Adverbs are words that we use to modify verbs. So if I say, I speak slowly, the adverb is slowly and it describes how I speak. I speak at a slow speed. In English, there are many different kinds of adverbs. Adverbs that describe how an action is done, such as slowly, are called adverbs of manner. Similarly, when an adverb is used to describe how often someone does something, they are adverbs of frequency, or frequency adverbs. There are many different kinds of frequency adverbs, but let's take a look at the most common ones. Always, usually, often, which is also pronounced often, sometimes, occasionally, rarely, and never. These adverbs don't describe exactly how often we do something, but they are used to generally describe how often we do something. We use always to describe doing something 100% of the time, and we use never to describe how we do something 0% of the time. And the frequency adverbs in the middle describe a general frequency. So usually is about 80 to 90%. Often is between 60 and 80%. Sometimes is about 50%. Occasionally is about 30 to 40%. And rarely is about 10% of the time. There are also other words that are considered as frequency adverbs, and these include normally, which is similar in meaning to usually, frequently, which is similar to often, seldom, which is similar to occasionally, and hardly ever, which is similar to rarely. And since a common use of the present simple tense is to talk about doing things regularly, we often use the frequency adverbs with the present simple tense. Let's now listen to a dialogue and we will then explain how frequency adverbs are used.
What time do you get up in the morning?
I usually get up around 8. How about you?
I am always tired. I rarely get up before 9.
Okay, so in this dialogue, there are 3 sentences that use frequency adverbs. And the most important thing to remember is how we use the frequency adverbs with different verbs. If the verb is to be, such as am, is, are, the frequency adverb is positioned after the verb. So we saw this sentence in the dialogue. I am always tired. I am always tired. So this sentence means that I am tired 100% of the time. And when a frequency adverb is used with the verb to be, the frequency adverb comes after the verb. Here are a few more example sentences. You are usually happy. She is often late for work. My parents are never at home. So as you can see, the frequency adverbs are positioned after the verb to be. Let's do a speaking practice of these sentences. I am always tired. You are usually happy. She is often late for work. My parents are never at home. That was great. Well done. Now, the position of the verb and the frequency adverbs change when the verb is not to be. So with all other verbs, the frequency adverb is positioned in front of the verb. Here's the sentence from the dialogue. I usually get up around 8. I usually get up around 8. This sentence describes how I get up around 8 on most days. And as you can see, usually is in front of the verb get. And frequency adverbs are positioned in front of all verbs other than the verb to be. One thing to note is that sometimes the verb phrase can have more than one verb, such as I am going and I would go. And when a verb phrase has more than one verb, the frequency adverb is positioned in front of the main verb. So we would say, I am sometimes going, or I may sometimes go. We will explain more about this later on in our course. Let's take a look at a few more example sentences. She never goes to bed early. We often watch movies at night. We always eat fish and chips on weekends. So as you can see, the frequency adverbs are positioned in front of the verbs in each sentence. Okay, so let's now do a speaking practice of these sentences. I usually get up around 8. Sally never goes to bed early. We often watch movies at night. We always eat fish and chips on weekends. Great job, well done. Let's now do the final quiz for this lesson. In the final quiz, we will first check your understanding of frequency adverbs and then do some sentence forming practice, where you have to fix the position of the frequency adverb in each sentence. Okay, so let's begin the practice. Which word expresses the highest frequency? Which word expresses the lowest frequency? Which word expresses the highest frequency? I am sometimes hungry at night. We often play tennis on weekends. She rarely goes to the gym. David is usually in the office at 8. Fantastic effort today. Well done. Okay, so in this lesson, we learned about frequency adverbs and how they are used with the present simple tense. Next, we have a practice lesson. So as always, make sure to take that lesson for more speaking practice. See you soon again. Bye-bye.